Hey there, Taurus frequency. How's it going? You know, it's Soul Tigress with a special story for this wonderful frequency. Now, thank you. Thank you for your patience and your time as I'm navigating the good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful, and everything in between. Now, don't forget that this is a safe and sacred space where we call in the ancestors, guides, as well as angels, divine, and universal energy to come in and be the guides and protectors for all the positive messages. Keep in mind that this channel is geared all around self-empowerment. This means creating the stepping stones for us to get more connected with our soul being. So Taurus, let's go ahead and get started on what's going on in your frequencies vibe. Something's a no-go. That's it. It's a no-go. Just don't act on impulse. This impulse, if you choose to act on it, it could cost you a lot. And I mean dollar signs a lot. Right now, there's some kind of cord cutting that's happening. Don't be bullheaded about it. And then I was shot to a Taurus taking a road trip and specifically putting on loud music and singing to help release some of the tension that's going on, just to kind of get away from whatever's happening, whatever could be irritating you enough to act impulsively. Now, there's a side to you, Taurus, that needs to be unbound, and it's your mushy side. Oh, what is it that you really want? Like, what are you passionate about? Where do you want to see yourself in life? And say 5 years from now. It's time to cast out anything negative that binds you down to others' truths. Somebody is being asked to stop sipping. Could be a community's lemonade. Usually those kind of communities sip haterade. I don't know. But let's go ahead and get started with the introduction. All right. So what is it that needs to come out for the introduction? Dietary change. Ooh, I think we talked about this in Capricorn. Whatever y'all having a thing for, you had a thing for in the past, you might want to open up to something else different. Changing things up can help bring in a more higher view into things as well. Maybe one that is intuition driven. Let's see what else needs to come out. Too much of one thing leaves you restricted a lot of times. Oh, Taurus, what we ask? What did we ask? Be true to you. That is one of the most important things here. When you're changing some stuff up, when you want to go off in a different direction, be true to you about it the whole time. Don't go in the direction that you think others are going to be impressed by. I have this parental care that comes out. Maybe there's a Taurus who's unsure if they can make the moves by themselves when it comes to being true to themselves. Maybe there's a Taurus who's teeter-tottering, or they're going between two ideas in their mind on how stuff should be. They're not really seeing how they can be efficient enough to be everything that they need in a sense. This parental care here, this kind of reminds me of, being able to lean on others, or maybe even follow others' examples, getting others' advice here. But what I also get is if there's a Taurus who's kind of going through some stuff in the home, not sure how to make certain moves. That parental care is, how can I make my moves but still be a supportive parent kind of thing as well. What else wants to come out? That could be something that has to deal with that. Let's see. We have the motivation in reverse. So when it comes to a Taurus saying that they have it all, that they can make the moves to do it all on their own, we got a certain responsibility that holds them back. What else needs to come out? This responsibility really keeps them in the emotions, on being able to make any changes or be true to themselves. It also is something they grieve over. It's like the loss of motivation is the block that they put up, because they do have a certain responsibility here. And it's almost like, instead of building resentment, they're grieving over not making the moves, not being able to see how they could handle it all. They grieve over the lack of even being able to make the moves. Yeah. Ooh, interesting. Okay. What needs to come out for the present? I have an 8 of Swords. Yeah, we're definitely stuck here, and it has to deal with this responsibility. I mean, not knowing if they can do something all themselves. I also get with the grief work is that if they do this, in a sense, there's something that they're going to feel bad about. What could they feel bad about? It could have to do with leaving somebody else stuck. Somebody else stuck. I'm not sure about this 10 of Wands though. Leaving somebody else stuck. Maybe whoever they're responsible for can't really take care of themselves, in a sense. There could be some health stuff. There could be some joint problems. I'm getting some mental health problems. So there's something going on with the body and the mind when it comes to whoever this person is responsible for, because I think that this is what keeps this Taurus entrapped here. This 10 of Wands in reverse is trying to say, no, I'm not stuck here. I know I can go, but I'm gonna feel guilty if I do go. Yeah. It's almost like an invisible barrier that they have here. And I have Moon in reverse. The Moon talks about how we like to be nurtured, but how we like to nurture things as well. And again, we have Cancer Chariot, the Moon planet here, because Cancer is Moon as well. This is double moon energy here. Whatever it is that this Taurus chooses to stay in, it conflicts them. It really conflicts them. It conflicts them on how Taurus should show up. Do I show up for others? Do I show up for myself? How do I balance this out if I'm not really happy here? Wow. Okay. What else needs to come out for the present? The World. Yeah, the Four of Cups. How do I put this? How do I put this? There's something here, something that came out about something. About whoever this Taurus is in charge of, or whoever they feel like they're responsible to be loyal to, person, place, or thing. This has to do with health. This has to deal with somebody doing things that are not great for their health. And this Taurus doesn't know what to do, because at the same time, they can't have a completion. They really reflect, well, if I let this go, where does this leave this person? The best example I can give is I knew a couple where the wife or the one partner would say is, if my husband ever leaves me, if my partner ever leaves me, I will myself. No longer. Out the door. They would unalive themselves. And they would say that a lot, so that their partner knew that their partner wouldn't be able to go. So that their partner would even feel bad for trying to go. Give me a second. I need something to drink. All right. Thank you. I feel like this is this situation. I'm getting some kind of infection. I'm getting some kind of disease. I'm getting somebody who could be bedridden at times, and it could be either due to their mental health or something going on with their body. But on the sneaky sense, I have a feeling that this person is doing it to themselves. That's what I get. What else needs to come out for the Taurus frequency? Oh, shoot. Yeah, this person, now we have the Chariot and come. Look at that. This person, they know how to take care of themselves. They do just a fine and dandy job their way. Their way, they feel like they're just in what they do. It's a lot of upright cards for somebody who's sick. That's what I don't get. There could be a denial that's happening here. Almost like a person who will withdraw, say, from others when symptoms are happening or something. They will go on their journey to create a balanced image still of themselves. That's a little confusing. This person only wants to see themselves in one direction. Unless this is Taurus saying, here, I made a commitment. And it's been some time since that commitment. It's been some years since I started, you know. And I've been on this journey. This journey, we could have acquired many things along the way with this other situation. Things that keep these two, in a sense, together, not feeling like they have other ways to go. And this is the just view that Taurus is giving themselves. It's one of two ways. What is... Oh. So, I'm going to ask for the justice. Hold on, let me do that the right way. Boom. The Devil card determined that their justice is a lie. What else do we have? Four of Swords and upright to confirm them. What else do we have? The Moon again in reverse to confirm them. So, this doesn't really have to do with Taurus's view into, hey, I invested, we're in this boat together, they are a part of this boat, I'm a part of this boat, this is our teamwork that gets us from here to here. There's no teamwork. There's no teamwork. So, to clarify this person in their little stuck ill ways, in their view of justice is first, the Devil denotes a greedy, materialistic, selfish person. Disregard for others. Excuse me while I take a drink again. Beware someone who tries to control you. You are caught in an unhealthy situation. The card of sexual perversion and dark secrets. Sexual addiction. Overspending. Substance abuse. Compulsions. Judge people by their value, not their outside appearance. Clarify this justice. Four of Swords and upright. A personal battle ends. Truce or break in fighting. Anxious feelings diminish. You let your guard down. Peace and quiet follow stress. You're alone with your thoughts. Stockpile resources and mentally prepare for the next battle. This is just one battle in a long war. Why does this person see you as an op? I just want to put that out there for the Taurus energy. So their moon in reverse is creativity and imagination are accompanied by dark moods and depression. Possible creative blocks. Failed examination or test. Lack of clear thinking. Trust others' opinions. Follow their advice and learn from their experiences. Inability to study or learn. Take a break from education. I mean, do I say more about this person? Do I say more? Does it get any clearer, Taurus, about what this person's justice is? It's havoc. It's stockpiling. It's selfish. So selfish that they can't even take in the notion of somebody else being right. What are you all dealing with? And then this is where I hear that Taurus gets very bullheaded with them. This is what the way this person can act out can make Taurus react. Ooh, you better be careful, Taurus, because they're doing it on purpose. Yep, see the tricks that they play. Tricks that they... Tricks that they play. They use their mental health. They use whatever they can to make people feel bad. To reverse the judgment. Could be negative judgment about the things that they do. This person likes to paint themselves in a very light picture. What I get from this is a person who will blame others for their actions. It's like, because you did this and did that, I went and slept with that person. It's that kind of energy. I don't do love tarot, but that's the best way I can explain it. I think a lot of people have dealt with somebody like that. But the main energy behind this person is they'll point the finger at Taurus to validate why they did whatever they did. There's no sense of accountability when it comes to dealing with this energy. Holy crud, Taurus, that would drive me up the wall. That would drive me up the wall. What is it? Why do you still deal with this? What is the block behind this? What's the block? What is the block? Angels, ancestors. You don't know how to think about it. You don't know how to bring in, what is it, a Gemini type of energy. This is where the full moon really plays into effect right now for the Taurus in this story. Gemini energy is going between your conscious and the divine alignment that you have with your conscious, and then the divine alignment that you have with the inner wisdom, and being able to go between those views, a heavenly view and an earthly view. And the whole thing is, you're not able to go between those two views within yourself. For some reason, you rely on this person's view, how they are driving the boat of chaos. I mean, yeah. Then I have a 7 of Wands here. It's almost like avoiding conflict with them. It keeps giving them permission to act like what they do, to keep this cycle from completing itself. No, it's this one. And then I have the Page of Wands. I heard get buck. Get buck, get buck. You don't know me like that. That's what I heard. Does this person, this situation actually know what you truly want? Do you, Taurus, know what you truly want? Because I feel like at the end of the day, this is what's holding Taurus up. There could be the one view, and I'm going to put this out there, the NPC view, that is society standards of building your wealth through material goods. But there's another part that's being pulled at Taurus that's building their wealth in ways that money can't buy. Now, I always tell people where you want to be, what is your truth, that's something that you have to come to terms with. My ideal wealth isn't going to be the same as everybody's ideal wealth. But when you come to terms, what is your ideal wealth, where you want to be, how you want to head your life out, you will be a whole lot happier. I'm serious. Trying to sit here and hold yourself up to standards that you really don't even believe in is what's driving you crazy right now, Taurus, because it probably is one of the driving reasons why you're stuck in this situation. Just gonna put it out like that. What else needs to come out for the block? What I hear, it's not fighting with them. It's not fighting with them anymore. The more you fight with this energy here, this situation, the more you feel them. The more you validate their behavior. The more that you make them feel like how whatever they're doing to mess up themselves is okay. That's enabling them. Yeah, I've been seeing this one. Lack of control in their kingdom. Unable to walk away. Where is the justice in this? Where is the justice in you staying on this merry-go-round? You can't point up to the divine, Taurus. I'm told to give you some tough love. You can't point up at the divine and say it's all your fault. Why is my life like this? But you're choosing to still deal with the same things. You're choosing not to walk away when you're seeing that you're not able to be a balanced emperor in your kingdom. A balanced emperor. This one who is of awareness. This one who makes sure things are taken care of. But an emperor isn't a micromanager. An emperor has to be able to trust others in their kingdom to help them run the whole thing. The emperor can't do it all by himself. But if you are trying to be in an emperor energy, running everything on your own, when you got somebody here who's self-sabotaging themselves, who finds justice in their own selfish ways, justice in stockpiling other people's resources, meaning this person behind closed doors could really talk crap about everyone, even their best friend. I'm just going to put it out there. They got some very bad attachments. How can you expect such a low frequency, a low vibrating energy to do things that require a person of higher mental health, higher emotional IQ to do? Because this one would be like the Queen of Hearts and be like off with their head with everybody. And you know it, Taurus. You know it. But there's something here that you feel like you're failing at, that you're taking most of the brunt of. That's what I feel like. It's my fault that this person did this. It's my fault that this is all falling apart. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, being able to create, give yourself permission to head out. Head out and be okay with dumping out what wasn't your wheel of fortune anymore. I feel like that is the exact motivation that you're gonna have to do this. Oh, man. So what I get with this one is you've dragged your feet in the past before trying to, I don't know if it was separate yourself from this, distance yourself from this situation. But because you dragged your feet so much, it left you stuck. And to get over the hurdles of this one's little emotional outburst, this one trying to keep you sucked into their fortune, their web of lies, I'm hearing. You gotta combat that. I mean, this person's gonna make you feel like you're losing everything. Whatever this situation, you can have employers that will make you feel that way. I had one employer that told me when I started talking about, I think I'm gonna look for another job and the ideal area of my career that I wanted, they literally told me I was not gonna find anything out there. They literally told me that. One of the owners told me that. So this could be something to that extent. This person's they want to keep you entangled in their webs of lies. This situation, person, place, or thing. I'm hearing a few more cards for the block. Alright, what else needs to come out for the block? Here we go. So when we talk about those lies, we got to talk about the truth. Taurus, it's time to turn around. It's time to really look at what this person's causing you. What has been the fruits of the labors that you've done for this person, place, or thing? That's what it is. It's gonna be a hard pill to swallow when it happens. It's gonna be really hard, and it could be shattering for a Taurus. It could be shattering in a lot of different ways, because one way is this person's situation is gonna go after your ego. That's a for sure. But when you start to realize how much you were invested in this situation, and actually how much energy, time, resources that this person was funneling out from you, harvesting on you, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. And I think Taurus does know it. They've already been grieving over some of the stuff. And I get somebody image checking bank accounts and seeing something happen with their accounts. I don't know if it's missed payments. I don't know if somebody's going in, but there is just a shocker when it comes to going back and looking at what resources they thought they had there. And I'm going to put they thought they had there. Oh my goodness. This is a lot. Taurus, I wish this could have been a little bit easier for you. But somebody got to deal that tough love. And your ancestors and your guides, your angels, divine and universal energy are not always going to color everything in a tickle me pink kind of color. No, we got to do that tough love here. What is it, divine and universal energy, for the conclusion for the Taurus community? What is it? You're going to find your miracles. You're going to find your justice. What happens? You're going to find your voice. When you go into isolation from this, it may produce a miracle. You might find some kind of creativity that happens. It's definitely going to be something that's going to be empowering, that can bring on justice. But it's not going to be justice like paraded out there. It's not something that's going to be announced. It's not a read all about it kind of thing, you know, where there's going to be tons of proof. This is going to be an inner justice for yourself, and learning on how you protect yourself, how you are precise when you're going to start investing in how you're going to protect yourself. All right, what else needs to come out? Whoa, stop it. Stop it. Stop running from the problem. This could be why you feel like you are creatively stuck as well. You're running from a problem and we're not able to move forward. Giving yourself permission to have a renewal. You can't have a renewal if you're too busy distracting yourself, Taurus. Distracting yourself. I only want to point that out there because sometimes to deal with something that we feel like we can't move forward from, we'll use other things to take the edge off. So whatever this workaholic or whatever this Taurus is running to take the edge off, this is what's preventing the renewal. And this renewal is something that's going to bring on stability, groundedness, security, and vitality in that root chakra. What else needs to come out? Divine and universal energy for this conclusion. When we free ourselves from certain situations and we have some time away from it, and we have time to really step into our own personal power, it hurts. It hurts. We get angry. We want to blame. We start to get resentment towards this situation. And the key is forgiveness. Forgiving the situation and forgiving yourself. All these things that are swirling around in our mind that we're overthinking, where we did wrong or they did wrong, we need to start holding forgiveness to it. Understanding that whoever this situation, whatever this situation, is a part of the experience here. And for the Taurus, this experience is going to help bring out an authentic side to you. You're going to be able to see a new truth to yourself. You're also going to be able to navigate those earthly wisdoms with that heavenly consciousness a little bit better. Preservation. It's time to let go preserving this. It's time to let it go. Give it to the divine if you're worried about where to put it. A lot of times when we start letting go of things, we start forgiving, we don't know what to put it. And you can simply ask that I just give it to the divine. Or simply say, I'm just going to give this situation to the divine. Holy moly, I'm hearing one more card. What is the last card for the Taurus frequency? 3 cards. Very serious about this. I pulled this one out first. It's important this one comes out first. Acceptance. Victim. Insecurities. This is the loudest message here. What this speaks about, Taurus, is being able to understand that we've put ourselves in situations and gotten really stuck and tied up in these situations where we were being victimized. We were being preyed upon. And we really didn't recognize it. But we let it all happen. And it was had to do with our insecurities. At the core, what was the insecurity here? If you would have went on, if you would have moved forward. And that's something here that in isolation, the Taurus should reflect on. This is something for Taurus to also work on that will be a part of the renewal. It's crazy. We go right here, root to root. Root to root with root in the middle. This has to do with stuff that is really rooted in this Taurus. This could be even programming here, I like to say, because our experiences in the past, especially when growing up, definitely sets the framework to programming us into seeing things from certain perspectives, especially for like, we have a higher tendency to repeat the mistakes of our parents because what we see as being, I don't know, as being the example to life is our parents. So right here, it could have to do with a generational thing. Maybe this is why we need to get that kind of preserving that kind of tradition out the door to have a renewal. You got some deep reflecting to do, Taurus, in this story. It's up to you, though. I mean, it's totally up to you. This one's fine and dandy ordering you around. This one's fine and dandy watching you accumulate and them just going in on your resources. I mean, you can deal with this situation for all of 2025 if you really want to. Or you get that time and space, create that swift movement, and you go into a little bit of hermit mode. And you really start to sift through yourself in a healthy way, being able to process this in a healthy way. Because like I said, reaching to something that will take the edge off is just gonna keep blocking you. It'll make it seem like, oh, it ain't that bad. 5-10 shots in or whatever we're doing, it's not that bad. I'm gonna go back. But then again, you start to replay this cycle. One thing that I have noticed that I'm going to share here is when it comes to karmic relationships. No, but maybe there's one person out there, but usually nobody is exempt from having karmic relationships. One thing I've noticed with others and with myself, especially this time of the year, when I reach back into all my karmic relationships, this time of the year was really hard. When I look at others at this time of the year now, they're having a hard time. Looking at stuff that's going on just in the frequencies and all general stuff, karmics are having a hard time. It's a part of the cycle. What I'm getting at is I've never seen, and for myself, experienced a karmic relationship that karmic relationship was able to evolve out of being a karmic relationship. Never seen that. What I do notice is the longer you stay in a karmic relationship, person, place, or thing, the worser it gets. Especially if you're the one who's having to be the one who compromises a lot. Be the chaser in the sense. I've always seen how the other person will feed off of the chaser. And they're not the runner. But what they're doing is they're disempowering the person who's chasing after them. And the more that this person chases after them, the more this person takes a piece of their dignity away, a piece of their self-respect away. And then what they do is they basically hand it over to this other person. This could be how they're capitalizing on your resources. A karmic relationship doesn't build you up. They tend to always tear you down. Karmic relationships with a karmic partner, that partner is usually really, really selfish. That partner is usually never satisfied. That partner you always have to, or at the core, you always question their motives, what they're doing, if they can be trusted, if they're over there doing something with somebody else, doing things behind the scenes. These are natural things that come with karmic relationships. And again, I've never seen a karmic relationship evolve out of a karmic relationship. So this is something else to take into consideration when a Taurus goes into hermit mode. Because again, not just partners, family members we can have karmic relationships with. We can have karmic relationships with coworkers, with individuals just in general. We can have karmic relationships with workplaces. But right here, this is why it's important to really figure out what you want. See how they were preying upon you, preying upon your insecurities. I'll tell you what, my last karmic relationship, he would prey on my insecurities. This person made me cry a lot. They made me feel really down about myself. But yet, I did more than them. I worked harder than them, made more money annually than them. I had more responsibilities than them. I was more emotionally and IQ-ly developed more than them. But this person, like I said, in this karmic relationship, didn't want me to be in any of that kind of self-power. So maybe this is why Miracle came out in reverse. Maybe Taurus, it's time to start believing in miracles again. Believing that you are a miracle of life. That the very cosmos vibrate within your energetic being. And that you are so special. And what you deserve, the harmony that you seek, it is meant for you. But again, it depends on what you want to do, if you can bring yourself justice. All right, I'm going to stop. I'm going to let this go. I don't want to. I want to hold Taurus. Tell Taurus it's okay. But I gotta go. Don't forget to thank your angels, ancestors, and spirit guides for coming in with all these positive messages. And I hope, Taurus, that you have a most wonderful, wonderful rest of your day.